Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good and I hope you are all well. Just before I get into this video, I want to say, please excuse me for all the noise that you can hear. Basically, where I live, there's a big high street. I literally have to say this in every single video just to let you guys know. There's a big high street and it's sunny today. The weather's beautiful, it's hot, and everyone's out and about. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of noise. Please excuse me for that. But with no further ado, we're going to dive straight into this video. As you can see from the title of this video, today I'll be sharing with you all about my journey onto full-time ministries. So ministry. Wow, it's been a very interesting journey for me. I've learned a lot, I've grown a lot, I cried a lot, but all in all, it's been a beautiful journey, and I'm really excited and eager as well for what the future brings. So taking it back, how it all started. Growing up, I always knew that I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted, to serve other people, and especially those who I thought who were more vulnerable and who didn't have the same grace or privilege as other people. I've always had a passion as well for women and especially young people, but I've never really known, I never really knew that this is what it was going to become. It was August 2016, summertime, and I was just spending time with the Lord praying, and that day it was very different. I remember just pouring out myself to God and just crying, sobbing, praying. It was different. And then, when I finally calmed down, I just gave God the floor to be able to speak to me, and I just wanted to take a moment of silence, just be able to hear what he's got to say to me and just to listen in onto his heart. And so I remember him clearly saying to me, leave your job and come and serve me. And I was just like, okay, maybe I didn't hear right. So I just remained there for quite a while again, and then he said it again, and he said to me, leave your job and come and serve me. So I was thinking, leave my job and come and serve you, like, what does that mean? And I was totally not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that whatsoever. And I was just like, leave my job and come and serve you, like, what does that mean? Like, and I just remember coming out of that time and just thinking, what? And that same evening my husband came home, and I explained it to him. And even before I explained it to him, I was really nervous, and I said to him, oh, this morning I was spending time with the Lord, and the Lord said to me, leave your job and come and serve me. And my husband's response was such a confirmation to actually what God said. And here's me thinking that he was possibly going to say what I was expecting to hear, basically saying, oh, are you sure? But he said to me, yeah, I know that you have been called to this, because looking at you and your story and knowing you as my wife, I know that the Lord wants to use you in a particular way. And I was just like, okay. Well, I didn't say it to him, but I was just thinking, like, was not the response I was expecting, but I take it as confirmation. And he was just like, yeah, I know, like, if the Lord says that he's called you, he wants to use you, I'm all down for it. I'll support you, I'll be there for you, and don't worry, I will take care of the finances and stuff like that, because the Lord knows that with me it was the finances has always been an issue. But yeah, I've learned to surrender, and I've seen his faithfulness, and I don't doubt him in that sector anymore. So in September, I actually gone back to the school to work for a little bit to be able to save more money. And whilst I was there, I'd actually handed in my notice 2 weeks before the half-term holidays in October. And then I left. And for a period of time, I think 5-6 months, I spent time just that time with the Lord, and it really taught me to get into a routine. And that time was quite a lot of a preparation time for me as well, to also deal with things within myself that needed to be dealt with, and to be well prepared for what was to come. And also during that same period, the Lord really spoke to me a lot through dreams. He gave me a lot of prophetic dreams about what was to come and what he was going to do with me and all of that. And then in 2017, I remember taking a 10-day fast. I did a 10-day Daniel fast because my church, we had a conference that was held in Leeds. And so I said, okay, before going to this conference, I'm going to take a 10-day Daniel fast, and Lord, I want you to speak to me. I'm going to make myself completely available, surrender myself to you, and I want to hear you speak to me. And so then we'd finally gone to the conference. First day, didn't really hear anything. Second day, didn't really hear much either, until the second day in the evening. And that's when the Lord spoke to me again. And I remember just standing there praying, and the Lord saying, and where I was standing in front of me, because I'm a translator as well in my church, and where I was standing next to the pastor translating, and we were in a moment of of worship and prayer, and it got really deep, and there was like a whole bunch of women in front of me, and then the Lord just was basically just speaking to me about these women. And he said to me, I want to use you to be able to help them. And instantly in my mind, I was just like, oh no, God, this is too much of a big task. But then afterwards, I quickly said, okay, Lord, whatever you have me to do, I'll do it, and I surrender to you. And the next day I spoke with my pastor, and again through that as well was another confirmation. He was just like, yep, whatever, the Lord requires of you, however we can help you, we will do everything to be able to help you. It was in 2017 the Lord even gave me the name of the ministry and confirmed that, okay, this is what the ministry will be called, this is what I'll be doing, so on and so forth. So just before I get into that, fast forward now into 2019, I was working in an office job, and there was many things going on near the time, but as soon as I was made permanent in that workplace, it's like everything started to go downhill for some reason. But there was many times I would be sitting at my desk and just keep thinking, like, there's so much I could be doing right now, there's so much that I could be doing with my life. And I will constantly be getting these ideas, so many things. And when my probation period was coming to an end, I remember 2 days before I actually handed in my notice, I was at my desk, and the Lord just kept saying to me, hand in your notice and leave. Hand in your notice and leave. And I was just like, hand in my notice and leave? Like, God, you've called me to do so much. Like, I need this job, I need this, I need finances. How if I don't work, how am I going to be able to support this ministry, and so on and so forth? And he was just like, no, hand in your notice and leave. And I was just like, Lord, it doesn't make sense. And then after that, these are the words that he just kept saying, and he didn't say anything else. He kept saying, just trust me, just trust me, just trust me. And going home, I spoke to my husband again, and I said to him, oh, this is what happened today at work. The Lord kept telling me to hand in my notice and to leave my job and stuff like that. He was just like, if the Lord is telling you to, then just hand in your notice and leave. Just obey him and do how it is. Like he said, he'll always take care of us, and he always has. So then I eventually did. I handed in my notice, and I only had to give 1 week's notice. So the following week I left. And so during that year of 2019, that was March, during that whole year, I spent the whole time building up my ministry, like the administrative side, and getting the legal side done. So registering it as a non-profit organization, setting up the bank account, praying into the ministry for clarity, for vision. And the Lord had already, I remember in October 2018, the Lord had already told me what I was going to do in 2019, and the year is coming. I had to be able to well prepare for the ministry. So I had written it all down. So in 2019, I literally spent all the time, most of the time, setting up the ministry, getting the administrative side and the legal side all done. And looking back now, even though 2019 was quite of a weird year, quite a hard year for me, and literally I was just ready for it to end, but looking back at it now, it was necessary for me to have gone through that, and I'm glad that I done all of the legal work that I needed to do back then, because moving now into 2020 is now like I can say that I'm on the ground running. So by the grace of God, I steward a ministry by the name of Chosen as She, and we are a Christian women's ministry aiming to raise awareness about Christian women who have come from a past of abuse, and helping them to heal and be restored so that they can become who the Lord has called them to be. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. If there's anybody out there who who the Lord has been calling you, and you know the Lord has been calling you, and he's been calling you in a particular way like he did to me, to leave your job to come and serve him full time, trust me, it is scary. Everything, living in the unknown is very scary, and you'll be asking yourself 1,001 questions and stuff like that. For me, basically what was my biggest thing was finances. I was just like, well, if I leave, how am I going to have finances? But when the Lord calls, he qualifies and he also provides. So if that's a fear that you have, I would say place your faith in him, and he who promised, he is faithful. We call him Jehovah Jireh, so he will provide for every single one of your needs. When the Lord shows you what is to come, the vision is so big, the vision is so great, and it's like, but you look at your situation, but then from the starting point to the end goal, there's like a whole process, it's a whole journey. So it's really a journey of faith, it's really a journey of trust, and also believing and counting upon the Lord. And don't be afraid as well, if things do get tough, to ask help from family members and friends. For those who really get you and understand what you're going through, they'll be more than willing to help. For me, the Lord used some people some of my really good friends to really bless me in times when the season was really dry. There was literally nothing, and through them, it was a testament to me that the Lord will always provide for me, and I am just so grateful. Today, the whole point of this video was basically just to share with you my journey onto full-time ministry, and that's it basically. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope it can be an encouragement and help as well to you guys out there. But one thing I always say is always trust in the Lord, always stay close to him, and always have faith in him, because he will provide. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. This video is kind of long, but yeah, anyways, these stories, you can't just tell them in 5 minutes. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to stop rambling on now, because I feel like that's what I'm doing. And I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, dawn, wherever you are around the world, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.